I hope they got a glimpse of the Titanic before it ended. Wouldn't that be nice? And then a megalodon shark just got him. But, which I don't think exists anymore. But I hope they got a glimpse of it. I hope they got a little glimpse of it right as because this is a movie, by the way. Don't think for a minute. This is not a movie. 2 Pakistanis in there. Diversity, honey. No, not Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord. Because now the new movie rules, get up the new movie rules. What do you need to be eligible for an Academy Award? I think you need 30% marginalized. And you got them in that tin can. The new rules to be considered for an Academy Award, you need to have like a certain amount of cripples. I believe. That's not the term anymore. People that, have issues. What do you call them? What do you call the cripple now?
Disabled?
A disabled person. I should have known that. But you've got to have like 30% disabled or other or something. Like, you got to have some different people in there. And they don't mean Eastern European either. They want, the different shades, which I'm down with. But these rules are stupid because then how do you tell period pieces and you make like a black trans person the King of England? It's like, well, that's not exactly history, is it? You're making Laverne Cox play the Queen of England. I mean, is that the answer? Does that help racism? It seems more racist in a weird way. At least 30% of all actors in secondary and more minor roles are from at least 2 of the following underrepresented groups: women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ+, people with cognitive or physical disabilities who are deaf or hard of hearing. Now, that's how they're going to get away with it. They're going to say, this whole white background cast, they're retarded. They're dumb. They'll go up to them and go, no, watch. And they won't move. They go, this whole background cast is severely autistic. They are all white, but they are severely autistic. We're talking Rain Man, reciting math. It's bad. I mean, there is no eye contact on this production. So please let us win an Academy Award because we're doing a movie about fucking, I don't know, whatever they're doing, right? Pilgrims. And we can't make them Lebanese. Maybe we can. Lebanese look white. It's a bad example. We can't make them anything other than like white appearing because we're making a movie about the colonists. The colonizing that everyone's talking about. That was done by whitey. So they got to be white. But they're severely autistic. Everyone in this town scene that you're watching, God, severe spectrum. Main storyline subject matter, again, to be for an Academy Award. The main storyline's themes or narrative of the film is centered on an underrepresented group. I don't even know what this means. Women, racial, ethnic, LGBTQ, people with cognitive. This is going to destroy. There's an actor watching this who's like making a face right now because he knows it's over. He knows it's over. It's over. No, it's done. It's done. This kills it. Anybody who's making anything artistic with this crap, it's over. It's not going to be able to get done. This paint by numbers stuff is going to drain this business of the last few creative people that it has in it. It's going to replace them with order takers and box checkers, and you're going to get a lot of garbage. Succession is a great show because it's about one family. Understood? You can't make Succession a show that's about everybody that's ever lived. And they all have some type of equal representation. It's about the Murdochs, who they call the Roys, a rich white family whose patriarch was from another country, Australia. I think it's Succession, it's Scotland or whatever. But So stories cannot be told this way. If they are told this way, it's going to be ruined. Now, however, this can works. You got the Pakistani guy and his son. And by the way, if they're found alive, because of how good the movie could be, they should be quietly killed. Like quietly once they get to the top. All of them should be quietly. Send the SEALs in, shoot them. Because the movie needs to end. The movie, because this could be a good one, and you have the diversity, and you have, and then you say one of them's an autist too, like one of the other white guys is, he just keeps reciting the same quote or whatever. But the point is, once they get to the end of the movie, like they're staring, they finally see the Titanic, and they see it, and they see the Titanic, and they're just looking at it, and it's beautiful. It's everything they'd imagine. It's just this mesmerizing, beautiful sight was worth all of their lives. And they see, and it's just such a great movie because it's so controlled. It's in that thing, and it's the lead up to it, and then the descent, and then the problems, and then wondering if it's going to be okay. And I mean, it just, to me, I would see it, and I don't really get too excited about things, but as a fucking film, because we all want to here's the thing. We all want to be in the can, but not. Like, we're all curious about what's going on in the can, but we don't want to be in it. Many of us don't have the money to be in it, but we also don't want to die in however they met their end. We don't want it. But the great movies are the ones that put you in the places you don't want to be without any threat of danger. So we want to be in that can, and we want to see how it went down. And then, I would be very excited to see what they could do with this. And it's diverse, and it's about people, and it's a great movie because it's about people wanting more. They want to feel, they want the experience, they want to see the Titanic. It's a once in a lifetime thing. It's a father and a son. It's a the guy could be like, it's the great explorer who's like, I wonder if my children even miss me. And the kid's like, singing, What's My Age Again at the Blink-182 concert. Like, it's all there. You have it all. The guy's like, I should have spent more time with my stepson who was convicted last year of harassment. Instead of thinking about exploring the ruins of the Titanic, I should have been with my stepson, and then they just cut to the stepson, and he's like, I bet this is growing up. Dun, 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 dun. It's like all of the elements of the human tragedy are here. People don't care about you. The great things you do often distance you from the people that are near you. And at the end of the day, this guy is sitting in this can going down to the Titanic to just try to he just wants something out of life that he's not getting. And his fucking stepson is at a Blink-182 concert trying to get whatever thing out of life. That's his version of the fucking whatever, It's his version of the Titanic. Just standing at a Blink-182 concert hoping that one of these emos girls pops out a tit and, he doesn't start vomiting or do something stupid. And he's just trying to live his life, and this guy's trying to live his life in a can with this Pakistani businessman and his son. And it's the whole spectrum of the human experience in one great, sad story that's captivated everyone because it's got something for everyone. That's why everyone's talking about it, because it's got something for everyone. It has dreams. It has nightmares. It has family dynamics. It has wealth. It has money. It has class. It has adventure. These are the things that people like. It's a great story. It's so good that if there is any chance that they're found alive, they must be killed to save this story. It only works if they die. If they are bailed out at the last minute, it is no longer a good story. It's actually annoying. It's annoying to see them get away with it. They can't get away with it. They must die. Not for me. I don't care. For the story, for the film, for the cathartic moment we're having right now. This lets a little pressure. There's a lot of people, working shit jobs who need to see a billionaire go down in a submarine every now and again. They need it. If you're working at Popeyes in the hood and you're dealing with all kinds of crazy stuff, every now and then you need to see a white billionaire eat it in a fucking submarine. You need to hear about that shit. It's good. It keeps the gears grinding of society. Not for me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I hope they're all alive. But they're not. They're not. They're not. They died. They exploded trying to see the Titanic. They exploded. The pressure exploded them. They were just like... And they went all over the ocean. And then the sharks go... And the sharks don't care. They don't care, do they? They don't care at all. They don't care that they're eating 30% racial or ethnic group representation. Do the sharks care about that? They don't care about that at all. They're just eating. So I do believe and I love and appreciate everyone on all sides of this because I like when people get into things. I do like, this is like an online digital block party that we all got into for a moment. And there's something beautiful. It's got something for everyone and everybody was kind of in it. You didn't have to know, and people were doing great content. That black chick who did some great shit about this. You find the TikTok where she's like, wait a minute, and you had to be strapped in, and you had to be, motherfucker, like, she did it. I don't know what she was, but I was laughing so hard. This was great content. Applause to her and everyone who's using this right now to make content. All the creators out there that are using the deaths of these people that got exploded in a can that we'll never know and don't care about, and stop pretending we care. From our friends in Russia. But everyone out there who's using their creativity to really nail them, I'm proud to be part of this community. I'm dead serious because it is, we can still have fun. We're still we don't have to give up on the internet. We don't have to give up on this stuff. It can still be fun. We can still utilize all of this technology to do great stuff and sink our teeth into these stories and learn about life. And that's what we did with this story. And I think, I don't care. This will go out Saturday. It's done for me. I don't care what they find. It's done. I've had my moment with it. I've had a beautiful moment with it. It doesn't matter if they're found alive, and they'll never be found. They'll never be found because they're gone forever now into the depths, into the darkness of the sea, under the sea. And that's the end for them. And it's the end for me, even if there are new developments. I believe we draw the line there. Take the risks you want to take. Every now and then I take a risk. I get in an airplane to do my job. And that airplane, that's a risk, but I do it. I get in a vehicle and I drive. That's a risk. You know what I mean? For many, many years, I filled myself with drugs, alcohol, bad food, horrible people. I was around, some of the scum of the earth. I associated with real monsters. I had high levels of stress. I neglected myself and others. I neglected relationships with friends and family. I ruined my credit score. I was a bad borrowing risk. I had my license suspended multiple times. I did not pay bills. I had liens and judgments leveled against me. I I've done risky things, you know? We all have our own can. And we're all trying to see the Titanic, is what I mean. And you never know when it's going to be, you never know when your can will get called. And we all have to decide who we're going to get into the can with and go see the Titanic. This is a fact. This is all true. And you're not better than these people. You're not better than them. And you will not escape the fate. You'll meet that fate. Somewhere. One day. You'll be handing someone a McChicken through the drive-thru, and they're going to shoot you in the head. And, but that's going to happen to a lot of people. Now, but you see, it's not, it's, you know, enjoy the time. Enjoy the can. Enjoy the can. You don't know how long you got in the can. Enjoy the can. Isn't it going to be great when we see the Titanic? I wonder what we'll feel like when we see the Titanic. How much will our lives change? What's it going to be like when I'm out on a date with a girl and she's got a big sloppy tits out and I tell her that I went to the Titanic? She's going to rip open her pussy and say, get in here. And she's going to swallow my whole body with it when I tell her the tale of seeing the Titanic with my old man and a couple of fucking British explorers, 11,000 or 12,000 feet, 40,000 leagues under the sea, whatever. And she is going to be wet like the ocean when I tell her that. And all my friends are going to envy me. The world is going to envy me. Because I will know something and I will have seen something that they have never seen. Enjoy the can. Enjoy the can. It all goes to the same place.